We kind of did Bangkok, the islands, and now we're going up north.
There's space for every kind of traveler. Like there's option for families, for people who are looking for maybe party, adventure.
The only thing that I could compare it to was Vietnam.
It's better to know what to do and how to behave in that nature.
Can you imagine yourself on an airplane to Thailand? Even if you've never been before, you have an idea what it is like. But what is it really like? This is what you've heard about Thailand versus the actual experience.
This is my third time in Thailand.
Oh,
yeah. So,
okay.
and I've been ever since the last time. So now I've been like a month and a half. So I've been that time, yeah.
And then the first time was like a couple of years ago, or?
Yeah, like 3 years ago. Yeah.
Nice. Can you go back to the very first moment before you arrived in Thailand? You were in the airplane, you were excited about your trip. What have you heard about Thailand? What were your expectations,
I
basically?
remember the first time I came, I was in Australia.
Oh yeah.
And I was my beginning of my Southeast Asia trip started in Thailand. So it was my first experience in Asia.
Bangkok.
So, yeah, in Bangkok. And then I went from Bangkok to Koh Phi Phi, like the islands.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end of my Thailand trip, I ended up here in Chiang Mai. At that time,
Yeah.
But yeah, like things I heard before coming here, I guess it was like the food. Like it was like so tasty as well, like, you know, so many different tastes and things like that. I knew that it was like the most like famous destination for Australians because it's so close. Yeah. So it's like really
after Bali, then I guess.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So it was like the beaches, for example, the Paradise Islands and stuff like that. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So not much. Yeah.
Arriving in Bangkok, I mean, big city.
Yeah, it was a little bit overwhelming, but it was really exciting to see like different options of food, you know, like massage everywhere.
Yeah.
And especially I think the biggest surprise was like the kindness of people. People are so kind here, you know, everyone's eager to help you.
Yeah.
So
even in Australia, especially coming from, I don't know about Chile, but coming from Europe, going to Australia, the Aussies are really friendly. Really. So how compare, like, can you compare it? I know it's a very different country, but can you compare it with Australia, Thailand a little bit?
I think here's a little bit more chill, like more calm.
Yeah.
Listen, there's no stress anywhere, like, and it's easy to talk with anyone. It's easy to find things in common with pretty much everyone. There's a lot of travelers, so even local people have a lot of experience with travelers, so that's really nice.
This is your third time already, you love it, I can imagine. Is there something that you don't like about Thailand or something that is missing here?
Lower ATM fees.
Yeah.
That's a little bit tricky sometimes, but I would say most of the things are pretty much okay. I don't know, I can't really think about it.
A big range of people are watching. People are 18, 20 years old, but they're also like 50, 60 years old, never been to Thailand before. What can we expect here? What is it to be in Thailand?
I would say there's space for every kind of traveler. Like there's option for families, for people who are looking for maybe party, adventure. So that's pretty nice and easy to find. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it somehow. Yeah. And
you're traveling alone?
On and off, yeah. Like my girlfriend now is in Australia, but I've been traveling with friends and sometimes alone. And that's good as well. Like here it's really easy to travel alone. Before coming here, I thought it was going to be scary for the language difference or something. But actually it's super easy. It's like really comprehensible transport or like how to solve little issues is really easy, so it's really friendly.
It is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, Thailand, so you can see why.
It's like struggle free, you know, like you just come and just enjoy pretty much.
Are there any strange things here in Thailand that you never thought to find over here?
For me it was a little bit like my spiritual journey started here as well. So I discovered like Buddhist temples, and I was surprised how easy it is to access this part of like what it seems to be so foreign to people, like going to a Buddhist temple, maybe talk with monks or having like, I don't know, meditation retreats, yoga retreats. It's really accessible, and they're all really happy to welcome you as well.
Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on? Could be anything.
Come visit Thailand, or even the countries next to Thailand are really nice as well, and it's a lot less scary than it seems at the beginning. Some people are scared because of the language, or maybe it's going to be hard with the food or getting used to the heat, but after a few days you get used to it. Everyone's really eager to help you, so just come and enjoy.
I've been here for 2 weeks now, and I was here last year as well, last summer. I've just arrived here yesterday. We kind of did Bangkok, the islands, and now we're going up north. Well, we are up north, Chiang Mai, Pai, and we're going to Vietnam. Doing a little loop.
So second time. Can you imagine the very first time, just before you came here the very first time? What did you think of Thailand, and how did you feel about Thailand, and versus what the actual experiences is?
I thought, Thailand was just, you know, getting here, the heat was lovely. The backpacker community is quite sort of strong here as well.
Yeah.
A lot of activities to do.
So that's what you thought. We talk about your experience.
Oh, my initial conception. I see. What did I think it was going to be? I just imagined beautiful beaches and beautiful islands to kind of hang around in. And just
so pretty open expectations.
Open expectations. Yeah. I don't quite remember. I just now my memory is obviously tainted from not tainted, but from where we went last year. So.
What was Thailand really like?
Now I've already been able to sort of go there once and experience it once. I know kind of roughly the places. I think it's really easy to get around as well. Like the locals really help you and everything. Yeah. And in terms of like, you know, there's so many things to do, so many activities to
like so many things to do. What kind of activities did you do already?
Things. Well, here I remember doing a sticky waterfall walk, going up a waterfall, and seeing elephants in an elephant sanctuary. And seeing temples, viewpoints, all these things. So very cultural, a mix of cultural things, partying. Yeah. In the heat.
Yeah, exactly. Nice heat, or is it too much?
Good heat. I'm used to it now. It's a little heavy when you first arrive, but
Is it something that you can teach us, someone that has never been before? What can we expect, or something that you did not expect, something that we need to know?
As a backpacker, you want to pack light, you want to kind of, and I guess, you know, you can get things locally as well for a fairly sort of cheap price compared to Europe or the West in general. Something I did not like. That would be maybe more in the cities in like Bangkok, maybe the idea that you can kind of get a bit sort of pestered a bit to kind of buy things and, you know, kind of from, you know, you get called up a bit to kind of, but I guess that's kind of, you know, tourism is kind of, you know, their economy.
Like,
so
that's also true, but also any tourist destination.
So exactly. So it's not just here at all. But
does that happen a lot in Chiang Mai, you think?
Chiang Mai, I haven't felt it at all. No, the hassling not at all. I would have argued Bangkok a bit more.
If you do enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up right now. And if you did not subscribe to the channel yet, now it's the time. Let's crack on. How long have you been here and how many times have you been here, Grant?
This is my first time here. I've been here for like 25 days. I'm out of here in like 3 days.
Oh, perfect, man. So you're right at the end of your stay.
I am.
Are you sad to leave, or you're like, oh, let's go, let's get out of here?
I'm sad. Yeah? I miss being cold though, but...
Where are you from in the States?
I'm from Oregon. So I flew in to Chiang Mai and I stayed here for like 3 or 4 days. I was just going to do Thai boxing the whole time. But then I thought, like, if I'm going to come here, why would I just do one thing the whole time? So I went to Bangkok for like a week. Then I went to the islands for a couple of days.
So I can imagine this is your first trip, or one of your first trips outside of the US?
First solo trip outside of work.
Have you been to Southeast Asia before that?
Yeah, I went to Vietnam for work. We built a school, but we didn't get much vacation time, so...
Have you done any research before you arrived here? We're basically trying to cover the topic, what you thought of Thailand and what your actual experiences are.
Not so much. I just learned that the north is less touristy and more like of a cultural experience. And that the islands were if you like to party and want to go diving. And then Bangkok is just a massive super city, so I didn't really do much research other than...
That's what you thought in the beginning. You were like, okay, this is what I roughly can expect. Yeah. Did it match your expectations at all?
The north did. I love it up here. This is definitely, because I don't like to party, I don't like to drink. Okay. So the north is like totally my vibe. It's slow. Nobody's harassing you to like buy their stuff. It's super, super cool. But Bangkok was also surprisingly digestible.
Okay.
I thought that I'd be overwhelmed because I'd never been to like a super city before.
Oh, yeah.
But it was great. It was super easy to navigate. People were super nice.
So you would say you were kind of pleasantly surprised about Bangkok?
I was, I thought it'd be like overwhelming.
Yeah, but, no. Especially if you've seen The Hangover and stuff like that. Like you were like, whoa, wait a second, it's crazy.
No, it was great. Everything was awesome.
Was there something in Bangkok that you did not like about it, or something that you should be aware of coming?
My hostel was like a block away from Khao San Road. Didn't know what that was until I showed up, so like it was pretty loud all night.
Well, even in the hostel, like in your...
you should get at least like 2 or 3 blocks away from this town.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Also, even consider to stay away from, like maybe a taxi drive away from Khao San Road even.
Yeah, like, totally. And I had no idea because I didn't look into it. I just sorted by cheapest, and I was like, oh, this one's half off. I'll stay here. It's my first trip outside of the U.S. alone. Yeah, it was super easy. It's so easy to navigate, and everyone is super helpful. If you need, like, everyone's just a question away. So yeah, just download and grab, and just showing up is really all you have to do.
How do you like the Thai food over here? I can imagine you had some Thai food before outside of Thailand.
Yeah.
Is it as good or is it?
It's so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much better and it's so cheap. Yeah, like a lot of the, because I know there's like some Western places that I've eaten at and some like ramen and sushi places, but like really good Thai food like is the cheapest thing you can eat here.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can get a burger for like 400 baht, and I just had lunch and it was like Thai pork and basil with a rice and an egg for like 90.
Yeah.
So it's so cheap.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Everything I've tried has been so good. Yeah, I haven't had any bad experiences.
Okay.
So
That's good. Well, that brings me to the next question. Have you had any experiences which were maybe a little bit less pleasant, or something that you wish you would have known?
I've gotten really lucky with this trip. I haven't had any run-ins with anything really. Yeah, I've been super grateful not to miss a bus or a plane or, you know, no, I haven't had any bad water or vegetables, so I've been healthy.
Can you go back in your memories before you went to Thailand and like picturing it in the airplane, like what it is going to be like versus what it actually was for you this trip?
I don't know. I try to keep an open mind. I didn't have too many expectations, but the only thing that I could compare it to was Vietnam.
Yeah.
And Vietnam, if you go outside of the city, because we worked in Phu Yen, which is like right in the central on the coast.
Okay.
And like outside of the city, it was like very run down, and like it was like really sad to see like a lot of like homemade shacks and like huts made out of mud and clay.
Wow.
But Thailand is a lot more developed. I wasn't expecting it to be any more or less than Vietnam, but it was just interesting. Compared to Vietnam, it is much more developed, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't really expect anything other than just to kind of figure it out as I got here.
Man, it's very helpful. Thank you so much. Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Yeah, keep an open mind. Have a lot of fun. Well, you only have one life, so you might as well enjoy it.
Is this your first time in Thailand?
Yes, it is.
So, also for you?
Yeah, for me as well.
We arrived to Bangkok, then traveled to Chiang Rai, and then traveled to Chiang Mai.
Nice. How did you go from Bangkok to Chiang Rai?
Via bus. It was quite nice experience, I must say.
Thailand, first time. What made you come over here in the first place?
Because we decided to volunteering here. We want to try also visit country in Asia. And in Thailand, I think it's more comfortable for first time in Asia because everything is very touristic and very easy to get. For example, the transportation. You can just go to the app, book a bus or train, and you get where you want to go.
Okay. What did you know about Thailand before you came here?
I've been interested in Asian culture overall, not so much in Thailand. I study Chinese, so I'm more interested in but we had some common knowledge and we wanted to have our own experience. So we searched online, and mainly Victoria, she's a great planner, so then we communicated what we wanted to do, what places we wanted to see, and search for tickets and stuff.
So far, how have you been? How did it match your expectations?
It's very tough question, I think, because we did research. A few months ago, I tried to help my friends with planning, with their trips to Thailand, so I exactly know how to book stuff and this stuff because I helped them a few months before. We arrived and we are like planning everything in our way. We like the city, we stay one more night. So we decided more like in that place. If we want to stay or continue.
Compared to Czech Republic, the culture is very different, but we were kind of expecting it. We are thankful that the people here, the locals, are like very heartwarming, welcoming and helpful. So when there is a problem, we can always ask someone and try to communicate it in English or show them like the translation or map, and they will show us what to do. So
I think
when some... Yeah, sorry.
I think it's like kind of match what we expect and what we actually get here.
Charity, you're saying? You're here for some charity work, or?
We are attending 2 volunteering programs. Well, one in Malaysia, but one in Thailand. So we are very looking forward to it.
And what are you gonna do?
In Thailand, we are staying in Karan village. where we want to help them with gardening, maybe cooking, some like work around the houses, maybe
learning about their culture, about the ethnic minority and stuff. So
what would you tell or teach us for the very first time coming here? What should people really know?
Czech Republic is atheistic country. Here people are very religious. There are a lot of Buddhist temples and stuff, so it's better to know what to do and how to behave in that nature, and learn about the food so that you can enjoy it and have easy time like reading through the menu.
Is there something that we really need to eat? Do you have a...
For us it's pad thai. We really enjoy eating pad thai.
And mango sticky rice.
It's
great.
Thank you so much, ladies, very helpful. Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Don't get scammed.
Okay.
And I think travel as much you can and see the culture, see new people. Don't worry about everything. Like what's happened, it's happened. Just be careful.
It was so philosophical, and mine was like,
don't get
into a tourist trap.
So what kind of tourist trap are you talking about then?
Well, since we are like obviously foreigners, some locals might want some extra charge for things. So
did that happen already? Like where? I can imagine taxis will maybe something like this. Or
during tuk-tuk ride, you have to arrange the price before the ride, but also after the ride you may hear different price from the driver. That's something to be careful of. And
so use app InDrive or Bolt is great. I think it's very helpful, and also it's very nice to take a local bus because it's very quite amazing experience.
This was what you heard about Thailand versus the actual experience. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. I'd like to say from the north of Thailand in the city of Chiang Mai, bye for now and stay champ.